Hello and welcome back to AZ Experience Design, AZXD. I've been busy publishing articles, posts, and videos explaining what experience design is and how different it is to other customer-related industries. But today I want to move from theory to practice and look at the real companies and real consequences of either embracing experience design or ignoring it. Let's dive right in. The first one, IKEA. The IKEA turned furniture shopping from boring chore into adventure, even though in general people don't like shopping for furniture, but they made it more fun. That maze-like journey, the Swedish restaurants, they thought of the kids' play areas. So the customers now spent 2+ hours versus 20 minutes at the traditional stores. And it does result into the revenue, 44.6 billion revenue globally, only because they made sure that the customers will stay longer at the store, and they made sure that the customers stay longer in the store thanks to experience design. Probably a very overused example, but I cannot not mention it, and it's Apple. Apple transformed retail from transactions to actual experiences. Touch first philosophy. Genius bar instead of cashiers to reduce this cognitive load. I talk to the representative, I can buy the product straight away, we even exchange friendly remarks, and I'm on my way. So the result of this embracement of experience design by Apple, highest revenue per square foot of any retailer on earth, because they embrace the experience design when you interact with the brand directly. Now let's look at other champions on the fields. I hope you know this brand. It's called Globetrotter. So it sells the outdoor gear, but what they really sell is the confidence of their product. You can test a 500 euro jacket in their -20-degree chamber. Soak also the waterproof jacket in their rain room and try the climbing shoes on their indoor wall. What they did, they created an experience out of the shopping. Once you shop at Globetrotter, you probably don't switch the brand. Because if I can test my product, it means that the brand itself is super confident in it, and it builds the trust. And not only you can test, but what a crazy idea to build like -20 chamber. Fantastic. What does it all result into? 25% of the footfall increase and 15% sales boost. One of my favorite examples in that, EATALY. Absolutely brilliant approach. They're not just selling Italian food. What they actually sell is the connection to the Italian heritage. It's one space in infinite experiences. You can go to the fresh market, you can go to the restaurants and try different Italian specialties. You can also have a wine tasting and cooking class. And what does it actually mean? If you decide to take a cooking class, immediately feel more connection to the Italian heritage, more connected to the brand. And if I decide to ever cook Italian food, yeah, that's probably the place where I will buy all my ingredients. So entire new category was created with 40+ locations worldwide. That's the result of focusing on experience. Another brilliant example is Nespresso. They transformed coffee pots into, let's say, luxurious theater. Boutique stores and tasting bars. They also have the personal consultants and ritual packaging. They don't sell coffee. They sell sophistication. What does it result into? 6 billion euros revenue and 40% premium market share. Beat that. Even the Ryanair figured it out. Yes, Ryanair. Because after being genuinely terrible for years, they just decided to align experience with expectations of the customers. Still cheap, but now honest what you get for your price. Result, Europe's largest airline. Well, now let's look at the failures to embrace experience design or the brands that actually did it wrong. My first example would be JCPenney, US retail store. What they did, they eliminated coupons and sales and became everyday low pricing store. Sounds very logical, right? You reduce the price, you have the cheapest price, the customers should come. Dead wrong. With this decision, they literally killed the positive aspect of the experience, which is the treasure hunt thrill and also this winning feeling that you actually got a good deal. What does it result into? 25% revenue drop in 1 year. CEO fired. I had to bring back fake sales just to survive. The next example is quite funny. It's BMW. They tried charging monthly fees for the heated seats they already installed in the car. Yes, it really happened. What did it result into? They made luxury customers feel scam. Obviously, there was a huge backlash, the customers revolt, policy reversal, and credibility of BMW was damaged. Another interesting example that I found was actually Quiznos. It's a sandwich restaurant. They got completely obsessed to have a particular differentiation of their brand compared to any other sandwiches. And the focus was toasted sandwiches. They thought that's the win. Unfortunately, led to completely damaging the customer experience because they created very confusing menus, the service was slow, and just uncomfortable layout. So Subway, on the other hand, with their simple assembly line, just completely crushed them. So the result that they filed a bankruptcy and 99% of locations got closed. The last example, it's not necessarily the brand, but the whole industry, which is traditional taxis. They completely focused on regulation while Uber designed for booking ease and real-time tracking. So yeah, as a result, it was a disruption because the global market share collapsed. From all of these examples, I derive 5 core principles of experience design. First, design for emotion, not efficiency. When brands prioritize features and not human connection, they lose. 2, align experience with your brand promise because honesty beats perfection every time. 3, make every touchpoint intentional. Random moments just kill brand stories. 4, turn necessary processes into positive moments. Even the most boring interaction can really create joy or give a peace of mind that all our customers so much need. And 5, let customers experience before committing. The trust comes stronger from trying and not telling. Experience that isn't optional anymore. It's actually the survival. That's why design for emotion and win the hearts of the market. Follow AZXD, AZ Experience Design, for more insight and soon strategies, techniques, and frameworks how to embrace experience design. I promise it will be worth it.